Hello there, I'm Begalius. They've remastered Halo CE. What? Never thought I'd see the day. They've remastered CE? There's no way. Yeah, they've only done this a few times. And it's called Campaign Involved. To me, that makes sense. It's one of those things, it's kind of like the name Xbox One, where it's clever on paper. It lets you know it's just going to be the campaign, and they get to keep the initial CE. Makes sense to me. However, when everyone's saying it around you, and people are actually saying it out loud, it does sound a little bit silly. But it makes sense. It does make sense to me. Also, a lot of people are saying, what, like another CE remaster? Are you kidding me? This is 2 now. This is 2 Halo Combat Evolved remasters. That's ridiculous. And no, I disagree. In my opinion, this is the 3rd Combat Evolved remaster, because they bundled it in with MCC. Now, a lot of people would say, yeah, but that's not another release. Well, firstly, they released it again. It's another release. And by the way, I'm going to call it a remaster in this video. I got in trouble for calling a remake a remaster a few months back. I'm just going to call it a remaster. Chill out, okay? But yeah, they bundled it in with MCC, and a lot of people, discount it being another release because of that. But firstly, yeah, they released it. And secondly, and most importantly, self-respecting Halo fans can be like, well, you know what? I know. I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to playing through Halo 2, Halo 3 remastered, but I've already done one, so I won't bother playing CE on MCC. Nah, come on. Don't be ridiculous. It's another remaster. You could even say 4 if you include the 4K upscale that they released in 2018. Lots changed with that game. But yeah, it's been remastered numerous times. But to me, it does make sense. This makes total sense to me. Obviously, we all know that the goal of Microsoft and Xbox at the moment is to branch out. They don't just want to be a games console that delivers third-party and first-party games anymore. They don't want to do it the Sony way. They just want to, release some games. They want to become an online platform. We all know that, a cloud-based platform. And they want to make everything accessible to every console. That's why we got the Gears of War remaster on PlayStation. And that's why I'm so confused as to why people are saying, oh, the console war's over. You already got Gears of War. We already got Helldivers. I don't know what more we needed. Halo is just another one. But yeah, so that's the goal of Xbox at the moment, is to sort of branch out and make things available for PlayStation, and this makes total sense. And I've heard people say that why not make a new one, make a new Halo game? I want a new experience, and I do too, and I'll get into that. But if they released a new Halo game on a PlayStation in 2026, it would be labeled and branded as just another FPS. It would just be another generic sci-fi shooter FPS. Now, in 2001, Halo CE was a wild idea. In 2007, Halo 3 had Forge bundled in it, and FPSs were still an up-and-coming thing. But they've been going on for decades now, and if you release Halo, like Infinite, if it wasn't for the name Halo, it would just be a generic shooter, and people wouldn't care about it nearly as much. We know that. It has great gameplay, good graphics, a great soundtrack, and a good story, but under the hood, it's just an FPS, and that's what people would consider a new Halo game to be. So the only way to create a USP and really hit the ground running with this integration into Sony is to create a USP, and the only USP you have right now is your brand name and the ability to say to people, have a bite of that apple that you have not been able to bite for decades now. You can finally do it. The forbidden fruit is right there, and you can have it, and so that's why it makes sense to release CE. Obviously, you want to start from the beginning. Now they have the ability to deliver 3 signpost games, and maybe more, but I'm not sure I'd want to go beyond that. 3 signpost games for people who are not able to play them before. Makes total sense to me. But what do I think of this demo? I have my issues with it. I think, all in all, I'm 60% negative, 40% positive. I think it looks objectively good. This is very, pretty lighting. It's very clear, very crisp, which is what I wanted. I didn't like the way that Combat Evolved Anniversary looked, and I wasn't really into those muddy, gritty textures, on a Combat Evolved game. That seemed crazy to me. So to have these clean, bright, clear visuals is very important to me, and that's great. I think the soundtrack involvement It's fantastic. I like the fact that they've actually re-recorded the voice lines. One great thing you can say about Halo is when they release a remaster, it's bang on. You know, they do a lot with it. They released a whole new Halo 2 soundtrack when they remastered it, and I assume they're going to do this again with this one. And yeah, they have really like gone for it. And I will say, I think like given that they've been given the task of redoing Combat Evolved, I think they've brought a lot of new things that would, you know, not just making another release of a remaster of this game. However, therein lies some of the issues, and I do have a lot of problems with this. Firstly, it does look objectively great. It's very, like I said, clean and crisp and under control. It looks fantastic, but there's something about it, and a lot of Halo fans have been saying the same thing. There's something about the way this looks, where I know it looks good, but I just don't feel it. I don't feel what a lot of people call like that liminal space of CE, or like the, I don't know, sense of drama and grit from 2. It just doesn't scream Halo to me. And it says it. It certainly whispers it and it says it, but it doesn't scream it. And I do agree with a couple of takes where the architecture, I think Hidden Experience says something about the hatch, and I agree. They turned a interesting Forerunner hatch into a generic, you know, temple tower that you would have seen in Halo Infinite. And speaking of which, yeah, the integration of Infinite over to this game is an issue for me. I have Infinite. I've been playing Infinite. I have hundreds of hours recently logged in Infinite. And if you're going to switch over to UE, I don't know why I'm still seeing the things that I saw in Halo Infinite. I don't know why I'm still seeing gun models from Halo Infinite. Why, you know, some of the sounds are from Halo Infinite. I think, again, Hidden Experience said even the Magnum has animations from Halo 5. If you're going to remaster it, why am I seeing all of this reused stuff? I don't understand what the point of remastering a game is if you're just going to reuse stuff that we've already experienced. It does bug me. It really does bug me. And yes, I'm sorry, I'm going to be that guy, kill me, whatever. Seeing Sprint in CE just looks wrong to me, and I've come to peace with Sprint. Most Halo fans have. There are very few who are still clinging on to there not being Sprint. I would rather the game didn't have it and they went down the Doom route of maybe a no animation sprint or just a high movement speed. Well, I know we're not going to get that, and that's fine. You know, I think the compromise with Infinite of a low sprint speed and the ability to boost that by chaining slides and stuff well is a very good compromise. So, you know, it's whatever. Seeing it in CE really does retract from the sense of nostalgia that I get, and the sense of like atmosphere that they created back then. And I can say the same, and actually a lot more, for my least favorite thing about this game, which is the inclusion of hit markers. I don't know who in their right fucking mind was in charge of putting hit markers in a Halo CE remaster. What in the ever-living fuck were you thinking? That it looks terrible. Oh, it looks awful. I hope you can turn them off. And that is one thing, apparently in the settings you can turn sprint off and stuff like that. So I'm hoping you can turn hit markers off, because it looks atrocious. I don't like hit markers in multiplayer games as it is. I think a visual representation, again, something like Doom, works a lot better. You know, seeing the blood spill from them, stuff like that, to know that it's registered. That's a much better indication than a fucking hit marker. I don't know who started this trend. I think it was actually Battlefield, because I think Bad Company 2 had campaign hit markers. And it needs to stop. It looks terrible, and it really took me out of the experience watching that gameplay demo. I'm not a fan of the hit markers, and I will plant my flag there. I think that's absolutely terrible. And other than that, it's just some atmosphere issues. Like I said, visually, I just have an issue with that. I didn't think I would dislike the 32 rounds, 32 bullets, whatever, AR. The more I look at it, the more, yeah, it looks wrong. And they're using too few weapons. In C, it's all about spraying those weapons like crazy. And I'm not a fan of that. The HUD is fine. I think the HUD's fine. And I like the cutscenes. And that's about it, though. I mean, it's Silent Cartographer. We've seen it before. We know the layout. We know the way it works. Again, there are some things I like about it, and I definitely will play it. I am excited to play it. But all in all, I'm not happy. They've really been playing around with it, and in an effort to be like, no, it really is just like it's 2025. It's like, yeah, okay, well then no atmosphere then. I mean, this game was made in 2001, and they created that atmosphere and baked it in 2001. If you change it in 2025 to make it feel like a 2025 game, then you're going to remove that atmosphere because it's no longer there. You've painted over it. You've painted over a cave painting, and it's sacrilegious. And I think they could have done a better job. Yeah, please allow me to take the hit markers out. Anyway, those are my thoughts on the remake, remaster, whatever, and I'll see you later.
The PlayStation is only $149, and you can also get leading titles.